Police say they expect to make more arrests following that arrest of an 18-year-old man in connection with the attempted robbery of 3 DA members of Parliament in Philippi outside Cape Town yesterday.
The attack on Parliament's Police Portfolio Committee chairperson Ian Cameron and his 2 colleagues Nicholas Gotsell and Lisa Marie Schikkeling followed their oversight visit to the SAPS training centre in Philippi on Tuesday. Cameron and Gotsell were both injured when their car came under attack by suspects using bricks.
On a routine oversight visit to the police training college in Philippi, 3 Democratic Alliance members of Parliament found themselves at the center of a violent ambush. Ian Cameron, Lisa Schikkeling, and Nicholas Gotsell were driving back from their visit when their vehicle was suddenly surrounded by unknown assailants. According to eyewitness reports, bricks were hurled at their car, shattering windows and turning a routine trip into a terrifying ordeal. Cameron described the attack as horrific, noting the moment the first brick came through the window and how his teeth were broken, blood staining his clothes as he looked to protect his colleagues. In that split second, Cameron acted. Drawing his licensed firearm, he fired in self-defense. He reported managing to hit one of the attackers, though he wasn't certain. The retaliation was immediate and fraught with danger, but it gave them the chance to escape to safety. Nick Gotsell was hospitalized after sustaining a head injury, though not in critical condition. Cameron had minor injuries but was shaken by the violence. Ms. Schikkeling emerged physically unscathed, but the emotional impact was profound. These MPs, no different from any citizen, had faced raw violence in their own vehicle.
Sure. So, Chris, it's not a very long story. We did a surprise visit at the Philippi Training Academy of the South African Police Service. And when we completed our visit, we were on our way back to the airport to drop Lisa, a fellow MP, at the airport. She was sitting in the back of the vehicle, and Nicholas Gotsell, my fellow MP as well, sitting in the front next to me. I was driving and the road was quite congested. That part of Nyanga of Philippi East is problematic. I've been working in the area for over 5 years. I know the area well, and we know the risks there. And the traffic started piling up. Municipal Bucky from City of Cape Town stopped next to us, and while they're working, the one worker, one of the drivers said to us, "You guys really need to be careful here." And I said to him, "No, we know, we've been here before." And Lisa just said, "Something doesn't feel right." And when she said that, obviously you immediately are even more alert. And it was in a space of seconds, and they broke the window on my side. And shortly after that, me and the guy that was trying to get in on my side was like, I was trying to keep him out, and he kept on coming and kept on like hitting. I don't know what he had. I'm guessing it was another brick, but the brick that he broke in with was already inside the car. It was on my lap. And then I was pushing him away, and then I just heard another shot on the other side, not a gunshot, just a noise, a loud noise. Looked around, and they had hit Nicholas on his head, very, very bad wound. He was just covered in blood. His whole face was covered in blood. His clothes was covered in blood. And at that very moment, they hit Lisa's side as well. So there were 2 guys trying to get in on that side. Nick fell down to his lap with his head, and obviously I tried to defend us with what we had, and we managed to escape. But it was quite a scary experience. They just kept coming. It was like nothing would scare them off, we all threw punches and were fighting back, and they never managed to steal anything, but they were very determined to get into the vehicle. I probably when Nick dropped down to his lap, I knew that it was And that's the only opportunity that we had. They kept coming, and Nick was definitely losing a lot of blood. And yeah, at that stage, from what I recall, leant over, reached for it, I pushed him down, and then did what needed to be done. And that was it. Then we sped off to the closest petrol garage, and at the petrol garage we parked in a way that we could still see any oncoming threat, because it was still close by, so we were scared that they would come back. And we then immediately started calling for emergency services help. Lisa spoke with Crisis on Call to arrange the medical emergency services. So there was a really good response from both ER24 and Metro EMS. Metro Police from the City of Cape Town reacted very, very quickly, and local SAPs, Philippi East SAP specifically, and Nyanga SAPs were phenomenal. They were very, very quick. And then specifically City of Cape Town Metro Police, and also CPI, the private security company, also came through. So according to what I know, one is currently critical in hospital, and under arrest, under police guard. The second one, so that first one is an 18-year-old. The second one is a 16-year-old that they arrested earlier this morning, and I'm told that they're busy tracing the third suspect. And yeah, so no, Chris, I don't know what the motive was. The charges seem to be attempted murder and attempted robbery or hijacking. The police are on their way to see me now, so then I'll learn exactly what the charges are that they're looking at. But again, going to do our jobs. It's not gonna stop us, whether it was targeted or not. We're going to continue doing what we do. Yeah, so it was an average kind of visit. There were minor improvements on things that we found previously. Cleanliness in the room specifically was improved of the students, but generally speaking, the place is falling apart. The mess hall is filthy. I mean, those floors, you walk on the floor and your shoes stick to the tiles. Nicholas found cockroaches in some of the showers. There are quite a few toilets that don't even have any working parts anymore. Urinals that don't work in some of the dormitory bathrooms. There's a whole list, Chris. The point is, it wasn't an exciting meeting. It was unfortunate that one of the senior members at the academy came to me afterwards and said we owe the commander an apology for the accusations regarding corruption at the academy, because there is no corruption. I laughed and I said, all of the corruption that we spoke about was aired from inside the South African Police Service. It's not something that we sucked out our thumbs.